Welcome back to the stream.
Well, we're back. Golf and tennis balls. I don't know what my phone's doing. Hold on. The hell?
Take two.
All right.
Is everybody good? Everybody ready to go?
Yep.
Good.
All right.
I need to do this pop-out chat.
All right, I think I got it. I wanted to get the stream up so I can check your audio in a minute, Adam.
Yes.
All right, everybody good to go?
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
I'm good.
All right. Okay. So
My
long
fingers
break.
hurt.
I think it's been over a month since we played. But end of the summer and WoW Classic and busy travel schedules and all that shit. So hopefully we're back in a swing. All right. So I'm gonna start with a recap. It's a long one. Our last session wasn't that long, but a lot of shit happened. So, and a lot of shit that you probably want to remember. And since it's been a long time, I took a little bit extra time to kind of fill in some details. All right, so here we go. All right, and I'm reading this because of whatever. So we began our last session as the party entered the strange village of Barovia, a dark, depressed town. Most of the buildings were scratched, scorched, and boarded up. There was very little activity in the town, faint sounds of people hushing and moving around in buildings, a distant sound of a cart wheeling down one of the cobble roads. Deckard stopped and seemed to be seeing things, pointing at a building and acting a bit strange. At one point, noting that he thought he saw some writing that the others couldn't see. It was chalked up to stress and being in this weird place, that Deckard was seeing these things. Thoradin was on the hunt for some good food and drink, big surprise, and ran into a couple of the villagers, downtrodden in drab attire. He tried to talk to them, but they were very awkward to converse and seemed to want to simply get away. They were taken aback by the non-humans in the group, that they were strange-looking people and not from here. The couple shared that the burgomaster had died a few days earlier and that his son, Ismark, might be at the local tavern. As the party approached that tavern, they saw, looming over the town, a tall spire of stone with a large Gothic-looking castle on top. See if I can find some of these things. I couldn't.
Totally forgot about the church.
I forgot about
How could you forget about
Will
the church?
seeing all that weird stuff.
How could you forget about the Burgomaster?
I don't know if that popped up, Adam.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you might want to zoom in on that for the stream. So that's what you saw at the base of the spire, a church surrounded by a graveyard. They entered the Blood on the Vine Tavern, Thoradin excitedly rushing in. Unfortunately, the tavern had a bit of a creepy atmosphere and a rather odd bartender, who they learned was named Eric, a somber, emotionless character. The tavern served only wine, and the food offering was wolf meat and roots. Blackwind jumped behind the bar, and the women in the corner started yelling, apparently the owners or managers of the tavern. They seemed to be more brightly dressed, gypsy-like, not overly attractive, but more normal and livelier than the other villagers. See if I can show you this.
Ah.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on.
I just love that you said Blackman
there we
jumped
go.
behind the bar and the women started.
Why is
yelling.
someone cupping a breast on the left?
Why aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
So
That's how you wear a
Blackwind
shirt.
totally hooked up
One
with
on
the
the
chick in the middle,
Which-
and
no, I want the one. I want the one on the left. And the
Deckard
right.
got the chick on the right.
Nope. I got
That
both.
one on the left is ready to go. Actually, the one in the middle is ready to go, too.
They're all ready.
The man in the corner, who introduced himself as Ismark, told these women that he would take responsibility for the group's belligerence and beckoned the party over to his table. This man, the late burgomaster's son, seemed very interested in the capabilities of the party, buying a few rounds of the barely palatable wine. Then he told the group that he believes Strahd is interested in his sister and has assaulted her on multiple occasions. He doesn't know why Strahd would have any concern with his sister, but he wants help getting her out of town into a safer village to the west called Vallaki. However, she currently won't leave the house on her own accord. He mentioned that her name is Irina, and that the recent attacks against the town were by bats, a strange black mist, and worst of all, the undead. The conversations were going well until Blackwind decided to flash big vampire-looking fangs at him, intimidating and scaring the shit out of him.
I thought it was going to be cute.
He almost fled entirely, thinking this some foul trick of Strahd's. But Spargle talked Ismark down, while Thoradin broke a wine glass over Blackwind's head. Ismark reluctantly continued to chat with the group. He mentioned that the priest in town knows more about an assault against Strahd that failed a year or so ago. He also mentioned that his father died, his heart seemingly giving out from the constant barrage of the nightly attacks, and that his sister was accosted multiple times, but she herself had no recollection of the attacks. Spargle shared the note that they found on the dead body. I think that was Blackwind that shared it, which Ismark confirmed was his late father's handwriting, and perhaps one of his servants was trying to run the letter to go find help. Halfway done. They then decided to visit the local church, not before the women in the corner reminded Ismark to pick up the tab, which he did. Eric continued to wipe glasses over and over and over, never making eye contact with anyone or anything, just staring. This is what Eric looked like.
Oh, that's right.
Handsome
I
devil.
thought that was Thoradin.
He is.
Buying or selling.
That was creepy.
That's
Some chops right
see.
there.
Did we kill him or no? Because we're
No,
gonna.
he's a good guy. Don't worry.
Kill Eric.
Oh, he's a good guy.
He's fine.
Ismark led the group up to the church, but on the way, again asked if they would help with his sister after their business with the priest, mentioning that he believes the town of Vallaki is far enough away from the looming shadow of Strahd's castle to be safe.
Okay, are you saying Balaki?
Vallaki, Vallaki,
Okay.
with a V.
Okay.
As they approached the church, they noticed it was also pretty ripped up and dilapidated, clawed and scorched. Thoradin knocked, and the door fell off its hinges, revealing the inside of a well-lit church. They heard a screaming from below the church floorboards. Thoradin sensed a strong evil from below. Ahead, they heard the chanting of the acolyte, Donovich, who looked like baloney. Per Thoradin. Pale, darkened eyes, tired. A voice called out from below, "Father, I'm starving!" and other similar pleas. When questioned about the screaming, Donovich kind of brushed it off and explained that his son was sick and asked the group to please leave unless they needed something. He seemed to really want the group out of here and for them to not disturb his sick son. Thoradin tried to convince Donovich that they could stand up to Strahd, but he doubted them. Eventually, Donovich told the story of a great wizard, known only as the Archmage or Wizard in Black Robes, who rallied the town to fight Strahd, and that his son was part of that attack. Meanwhile, Deckard was canvassing the rest of the church. Everything was covered in sun symbols. Nothing too exciting in the rooms, but found in one of them a trap door. The screaming son of Donovich rising up through that door, who said he could smell them and wanted them to come down and just talk.
You can smell it.
Blackwind came by and started negotiating with his son. Donovich got nervous about the group trying to talk to his son and got more persistent about them leaving promptly. Thoradin tried to tackle the fat old priest and missed completely, fell over the debris and smashed his face through the broken floorboards, now staring directly at the son, who was chained up to the corner of the room below. He rolled a natural one there. Deckard and Blackwind popped the lock on the trapdoor. Then Donovich admitted that his son is now a vampire thrall, and his name is Doru. The party offered Doru some of Blackwind's blood via his mage hand. Doru shared the details of the Archmage's assault on Strahd's castle. He tried to talk the group into freeing him and to give him some more blood, neither of which they did. Thoradin bitch-slapped Donovich, who fell to the ground crying, and begged them just to leave, which they did do. The party ended up spending the night upstairs at the Blood on the Vine Tavern. Everyone got their own room, and Ismark covered the expense. Thornton spent some time mingling and partying with the gypsy-looking women before retiring. Deckard crashed very early. And finally, Sparkle cast an alarm spell on the hallway just outside of their doors.
All right,
You got it all?
let's do it.
Well said, Dan.
All right. Thank you.
Well read.
All right. So we're back in Blood of the Vine Tavern. You guys see the map?
Yeah.
Blood on the Vine Tavern. All right. And let's see. So just I'm kind of keeping track of calendar time. So this is your 4th day in Barovia, just for the record. And you do all get a long rest.
Oh, good.
So everybody that slept got a long rest. Thoradin, you spent a good amount of time drinking some wine and eating some wolf meat and some other things. And even at one point, the 3 gypsy women brought out some sort of special things. They had some bread and some sweet rolls that they don't sell customers, that they had themselves, that they shared with you. You started to build a little bit of a sort of some rapport with them. They found it they kept commenting on how lively and entertaining you and your friends are compared to their typical patrons, who seem to be rather depressed all the time.
So their attitude towards us has changed slightly.
Yeah, their attitude, at least towards
They've
Thoradin,
warmed.
has warmed. Maybe sort of some entertained curiosity is how I would describe it. And one of the women at one point, Thoradin, says, let's see, I forget. So the one named Alenka, or I'm sorry, Sorvia. So it was Alenka, Mirabelle, and Sorvia are the 3 kind of partying with. And the one Sorvia who was really kind of tying one on with you, she at some point mentions that you should bring all your friends back to have some more drinks another night, because she wants to talk to you about. She has an idea for your group, but then she doesn't kind of elaborate on that, and you went up to bed as well.
Okay.
So now it's almost dawn. You guys are all kind of still in bed. It's not quite the sun, or what counts as a sun in Barovia, hasn't come up yet. And you suddenly hear from out in the hallway, all of you hear a what sounds like a bell ringing. And it's not stopping. It's like right out into the hallway. Everybody roll a perception check. And this is going to be kind of like an initiative to me in terms of who hears it and wakes up first.
Perception. 14 for Deckard.
Okay. Thoradin, you added you 3 added yours, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on 1 sec. Dan, I think that might be 1 sec.
I
Give me
had
1
13
sec here.
Dan.
Got it. I think I got them right here. So I got Thoradin on top, Alaric next, Sparkle next, and then Blackwind. And then Deckard, you rolled a
14.
So you were before Sparkle. Okay. 1 second. You guys might want to, some of you, if you can, pay attention.
Pay attention to what? Your mic cut out.
You cut out when you said Slack.
Just pay attention to Slack. All right. Now that I know that I wasn't echoing, I'm going to change my voice to not push to talk, or not automatically detect. If you get an echo from me, just let me know.
Okay.
But when I have the automatic detect sensitivity, it starts dropping me off at some point unless I'm talking right into the mic.
That's why
So
I stopped doing it.
yeah. So I
Doing
stopped
the same
doing it.
thing.
But then what happens is, I don't know, like somebody say something real loud.
Ah!
Did you hear an echo?
No.
Okay, good. Because what happens is my AirPods bleed, and then my mic, because it's right here, picks it up, and then that's why you hear an echo sometimes.
Wow.
It's like a double, triple negative.
Okay, so Thoradin, you hear this ringing first, and it wakes you up. You feel a little bit hungover. You were up the latest. Maybe you weren't sleeping that well, and so as soon as you hear this noise, you kind of spring up to your feet. Do you want to stay in your room? Do you want to run out into the hallway?
I'm
This
gonna
map,
go.
okay, so just to clarify, this map isn't perfect. You guys are on the second floor of the Blood of the Vine Tavern,
Oh,
and there are 5 separate rooms, and they're all kind of on an L-shaped hallway on the second floor. So just kind of use a little bit of your imagination that this map is right.
All right, so I go into the hallway outside of my room.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm alert, but I'm still hungover. You know,
Yeah.
like. So I step out of the room or into the hallway, wherever that might be. I guess we'll say over here for argument's
Yep.
sake.
Yep.
I'm just scratching my head. My head hurts, and what's that wretched fucking bell? What's going on out there?
And
I
you
look
hear
around. Yeah.
the bell sound seems to be coming from like this general vicinity.
That's stairs down, right?
No.
Okay.
So let me. I wish this was better. All of this stuff is like the second floor. These stairs, imagine them going upwards,
Okay.
and then there's a bit of a hallway,
Got
and
it.
there's 5 rooms up here.
Okay.
So the downstairs with the bar and the gypsies and the bartender is down there. You guys have come, like, imagine the staircase backwards. You guys are upstairs. There's 5 rooms that you're in.
Okay.
Is that cool? Like, kind of the way
Yeah, I
do
get it. Did anyone
Alright.
get that? Yeah, I get it. That's fine. That's cool.
I
So
know,
yeah,
it's-
this is.
I know. That's not perfect.
It's no, I get it. It's the second floor. It's cool. Totally get it.
All right. So you step out of your room and you hear it's sort of ringing over from the room that like Spargle, Deckard, and Alaric are.
Yeah. Do I have my sword on me?
Do you want to take the time to like grab some of your stuff? I'm assuming you're sleeping in your skivvies.
Yeah, I'm in my skivvies. I would like to grab my sword. I think a dwarf should never be without a weapon.
All right. Yeah. You grab. What's your sword's name?
Talon.
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 Yeah.
Talon. Yeah. You grab Talon, and you're in your little dwarf boxers,
I'm
And
using
you-
it as a cane, kind of, because I'm like kind of hungover. You know.
stumbling around. Yeah. So you run out and you don't see anything, but you hear it's kind of from around the corner where Deckard and Spargle and Alaric's rooms were. Do you
So
want to make the corner?
Yeah. So I'm like, let me go get the half orc. Let's see what he's doing. Let's go bother him.
Okay. So yeah, you work your way over. So when you turn the corner there, you see that Alaric's room is open. His door is open, but he's not standing out there yet. Deckard and Spargle's doors are closed. I'm sorry. Deckard's door is open, which is the one in the middle. So this room is open,
Got it.
and then this room is open. Oops. And then Alaric's door is open. You go kind of walking up right as you turn the corner and you see those 2 doors open.
Yeah.
Alaric, you wake up.
Okay.
So you now hear this ringing. So it's your turn to do something. So you kind of spring up in your bed and you hear this like bell ringing out in the hallway.
And it is
What would you like to
constant, or it's like a
Yeah.
ring and then silence and ring and silence. It's constant. It's like
It's
an
like
alarm
ding, ding,
going
ding,
off.
ding, 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 and it's not stopping.
So yeah, Lark's gonna do kind of the same, similar to what Thoradin did, and just kind of hobble out of his room and stumble into the hallway and kind of look around and try to assess what in the name of God is going on and how to stop it.
Oh,
Okay.
I think they're serving breakfast, lot.
If it's
So-
a person who's doing that, they're dead.
They're dead. Blackman doesn't get up out of his bed. He just shoots a fucking Eldritch Blast down the hallway and
Yeah, like don't
one
make
one
noises.
shots the breakfast. No, so Alaric, when you stand up and you walk towards the door, you notice you see a body, a humanoid sort of shape, darting from your room, trying to go down the stairs.
Whose room did it dart from?
Oh,
Alaric's.
it's okay.
Gordon, you notice that Deckard's door though is open.
And Deckard's door is right here.
Yes, that one.
Okay, well, then
where's
if
his
Yeah, where's my mini?
where's his tile?
we don't see it.
You
Oh.
don't see it. You don't.
Oh God, who's the cowboy? So this person darts out of the room. Deckard's door is open. Do I see this shadowy figure go from Alaric's room into Deckard's room? Do I see that?
No, he darts from Alaric's room down towards the staircase.
Down towards
Now you
the
can turn the corner, Thoradin, and peek your head into Deckard's room.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, and you see that in his bed there's something in the bed there, but not awake.
All right, so I noticed. So it's not Deckard, and I'm aware of that.
What's that?
Something's in Deckard's bed, and it's not him.
You haven't gotten close enough to see.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Hey, cowboy, you all right in there? You don't hear that loud fucking bell? So I knock on the fucking door with my sword.
Okay. There's no movement from the bed.
All right, so I charge up to the bed and I just belly flop on the bed. That's how dwarves wake each other up.
So yeah, you come running it now. Now there's this human-ish shape who's like kind of going right past you down the stairs. You run past him and dive into Deckard's bed.
Oh wait, so I'm meeting with the human who ran from the room. That
Let me show the shape or the human figure. Although you don't really have a good look on his face or at his face or anything like that, you just see that there's like a robe, and you see that the
Orlando
robe.
Bloom?
What's that?
Is that Orlando Bloom?
Kinda. This isn't these tokens aren't perfect. So that isn't what this person looks like. But they're wearing like purple and blue, almost jester looking sort of cloak with like purple and blue kind of stripe, like real gaudy kind of streaks through it.
and he's running.
And he's running. Yeah, he's scrambling.
I'm gonna tackle him. That's just you're not getting past me, brother.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make a grapple attack.
Okay. That's a grab. So that's just a strength. Is it just a strength?
So let's see.
Yeah, use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. Okay, so it's
Yes,
just
it's
it's like an unarmed strike.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's see. So you
I think it's just a d20 plus 5.
using one, you try to
To
seize
hit.
the target, make a grapple check instead of an attack roll. A strength check contested by the target's dexterity acrobatics check. So you're making an athletic check,
Okay.
and
You're too quick for me, lad. I can't grapple you.
yeah, he also rolled a natural 20. So so you step out of the hallway. You're hearing this crazy ringing. You see Deckard's door open and what looks like Deckard's body in the bed. You hear Alaric waking up and walking towards the door, and then you see this figure, this blue and purple cloaked figure, kind of dashing down the steps. You go to grab him, and he just like slips right through you, like almost like
butter.
Just like super speed. He kind of like dips right out. This quick little move, and kind of does a little roll, and he's halfway down the steps. At that point, Alaric, you are now out and in your doorway, and you kind of, as you stepped into the doorway, you saw this happen. You saw
What's he wearing?
Okay.
What's Alaric wearing?
Yeah.
Alaric, what are you wearing?
Hopefully
What are you
nothing.
sleeping in? Oh God, Thornton, you're staring right at a big set of half-orc cocker balls right now.
You're hung like a horse, lad.
He's wearing
You're
some
sure you're only half orc?
Are you actually saying that to Alaric?
Yeah, of course I am.
So I think Alaric's reaction would just to be kind of to like look at you, kind of like, I mean, what did you
It is what
expect?
it is, right?
Like, I mean,
Of course.
What'd you think? And just carry on.
Does he sleep naked?
He does.
So I take my sword and I take the flat end of it and I tap his side, like his leg. And I just go, very impressive, lad. Good for you.
Oh,
Good for you.
and then what?
That's it. It's just, that's it.
And then after that, Alaric gets dressed or something.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Wow. You
All right,
guys are really
so Alaric, Thornton seems to be really impressed with your manhood, and you're standing in the doorway. You grabbed your sword as you walked out, or
my sword.
I would.
no,
hope,
you.
Oh.
I would hope.
So you're standing.
I wouldn't get out of bed without the sword in my hand. So yes.
Okay. All right. And then you saw this this figure dart down the steps. He's about almost to the bottom of the stairs. And Thornton's standing at the top now, sort of empty-handed, just sort of completely whiffed and missed the guy.
Well, I'm gonna chase after him then.
Okay. You can catch up to him. What would you like to do?
He's tiny. He's small. You said right?
He's human-sized. He's like my height. He's
So
like
pretty small.
pretty
really
good sized
I mean,
guy.
like it's really tiny.
Okay, so let's move on.
Really tiny. Yeah, I mean, is it going to be a struggle for me to get to him, or is it like not much of an effort? Like I'm trying to decide if I need to dive and try to grapple him, or can I just like grab the back of his shirt?
You can just make a normal sort of grapple attempt. You're close enough that you can kind of get to the stairs and try to grab him.
Okay.
But go ahead and you're going to do the same thing.
How does it? What is that? A strength?
Strength. Yep.
So I just add my modifier to it.
It's your athletics modifier. So if you're good at athletics,
Right,
it
which is the
helps.
same as my strength.
Oh.
23.
And then he uses his dex modifier because he's more like acrobatic like, right? So, okay. So he tries to, he just dodged right out of Thoradin's way and then didn't see your like sort of large figure coming at him and you catch him almost like clothesline style with your one arm and just lock him up almost headlock style. And you're holding him right there on the staircase. And then he starts talking. The first thing you notice is he smells, right? He's got like a stinky body odor kind of smell. It's not like terrible, but it's like hippie at a concert kind of smell, He's got you see that he's got a blondish beard, and he's got like blonde hair that's all like sort of matted, almost like sort of dreadlocks, but really more just like dirty matted hair. But he's got like he's got these like bright like purple and blue kind of clothes, and as soon as you grab him, he's like, "Whoa, man, no, it's cool. What are you doing? I'm the room cleaner. I'm just cleaning rooms. What's up, man? Why you guys grabbing me and jumping at me and shit? I work here."
So why are you running?
I heard this like bell noise, and this naked dwarf with a sword came running out at me. I don't know what's going on. And at that moment, Spargle, you wake up, and you hear the ringing of your what you know to be your alarm spell. You
Yep.
can choose to let that noise continue, or you can cut it off.
So my door's shut. I get up. I grab my stuff quickly and I open a door and I kind of check it out and pop out of my room.
Okay. So you walk out into the hallway and you see Thoradin standing there in his boxers with Talon at the top of the stairs. You see a Lark buck naked with a greatsword and a hippie-looking little gypsy man locked up into his arm, and your alarm bell is just ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's like right over your head in the middle of the hallway, although there's nothing physically there that you see. That's like sort of positionally where the audio is coming from.
Okay, so I dispel the alarm and I wave at Thoradin and Alark and I go, that's mine. And and then I point to Alark and I say, what you got there?
Okay, so the alarm kind of stops. Blackwind, you wake up. You're muted also, Blackwind, just so you know.
No, I know. I'm just watching.
That's cool. So you wake up as well. But yeah, so Spargle says that to you, Alaric. He says, what do you got there?
Well, apparently I have somebody that works here that was snooping in our rooms or something and was trying to run from us, so I'm trying to figure it out.
And at that, the guy says, "Yeah, no, it's all good, man. If I can come back later and finish cleaning the rooms if you want. I was really sorry to disturb you guys. I like to just kind of get ahead of this stuff, and just, get my day done. I get paid by the room."
Maybe we should ask Mutton Chops down there if this guy really cleans rooms.
This guy cleans room in the middle of the night. Like I just
something's fishy about that. Can I bind him with rope? Can I do that? Can I do a citizen's arrest?
Yeah.
You certainly can.
I would like to bind him. I'd like to perform a citizen's arrest.
Can I bite his face?
You can do that. Who's going first here, though? Let's.
No, I'm kidding.
You have some rope, Matt.
No,
I'd like. Let's tie him up, lads. I don't like the sound of it. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get over the side of Alaric's cock.
Alaric's just gonna, while still holding him, just gonna kind of like lift him up and place him closer to Thoradin and say, "Do what you want with him."
Well, here's our options. Either we tie him up with the rope or we use Alaric's cock. We pick one or the other. What do you think? That's going to be a thing now.
Tie it in a knot, you can tie it in a bow.
Oh,
They say dwarves tie the best knots. Okay. Let's tie him up. I'd like to tie him up.
I could use my mage hand. I could just hold him.
To give Alaric a hand job? Or?
Well, I mean,
I don't.
one step at a time, lad.
So Thoradin, it's your turn. So are you going to start? Are you going to start tying him up?
Oh, I'm trying to sleep, and let's just tie him up and figure out who this bastard is. Let's tie him up.
Okay. He starts sort of like trying to fight back. So,
I slap him.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Good job, man.
Uh-oh.
Good job, man.
Look, if he had nothing to hide, he would just submit.
I submit.
Well,
I submit.
we know he has something to hide.
I submit. Oh, there we go.
Oh, natural 20.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Now
Can you
Deckard hasn't woken up yet. So, but you could still roll initiative, Deckard.
13, 18.
sorry, I can't. Why do I not see initiative on these? Crap. Huh. Okay. All right. So that was obviously, let's see, Alaric first, Spargle second, this dude next, Deckard next, Blackwin, and then Thornton. Okay. All right, Alaric, you still have him sort of locked up. Thornton walked up and started grabbing some rope and shit, and that's when this guy started scrambling and fighting, but you still have him grappled.
Okay.
Give him a noogie.
So he's trying to fight back.
He's trying to get away. As soon as he saw the rope coming at him, he started really fighting and trying to get away. And
Okay. So good.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yep, I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do my best to not allow him to run, and I'm going to try to re-grapple or tie him up or whatever I need to do to keep him restrained.
Okay, so you're going to continue to just sort of... That's
What? It cut off for a second when Crocus joined. Continue to what?
You're gonna just sort of just tighten your grip and focus on keeping him restrained as your action.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Why don't you roll another grapple attack just to see, and you can roll this one with advantage, so you can roll. Thank you. With advantage.
Oh!
What?
I can honestly say in the years I've played, I don't think I've ever seen anybody roll double ones on two 20-sided die rolls, right?
What's the percent chance of that happening? Can we get a number crunch on that?
Let's see.
0.5 times 0.5?
Will,
Yeah.
didn't that happen to you like 2 or 3 times?
Double ones?
Isn't it?
0.05 times 0.05, right?
No.
It's a quarter of a percent chance.
Yeah.
There's a quarter of a percent chance that you could do that. It's a 5% chance.
Is that real? Is that real? Because that's
That's pretty
Buy
good.
some scratch offs, brother.
That's can't get any worse.
So I don't know what like. It's almost like you're trying to squeeze too hard, and he like pops out like you just like a bar of soap, like you just squeeze too hard.
He must be like really sweaty.
You play my drum set. And so you do kind of squeeze, and you try to like get a tighter grip on him, and he does. He pops right out underneath you, and he rolls down to now. He is now at the bottom of the stairs. Spargle, it's your turn.
Okay. So he hasn't like attacked or anything. He just keeps wiggling away, basically, right? And running.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay.
What does that do? Can we just get an explanation?
So basically, someone within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And they become incapacitated, basically unable to stand up.
I love it. It's like nitrous oxide. I love it.
Yeah. So he'll need to do a wisdom saving.
All right.
throw.
Roads
Got
closed.
it.
Pizza boy.
Got it.
And I'll yell, I don't know. Is that I don't know if it's spoken or yeah, it is.
It's verbal and semantic, so
Yeah,
you're kind
so-
of like saying some stuff.
Waving some stuff in. I'm like tickles. And,
Tickles.
and then,
Tickles.
yeah.
All right. So he just tested roll. There's nothing that you're rolling. Okay. He rolled a 16.
Oh, you some bitch. You needed
This
it.
fucking guy.
15.
He needed a 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sparkle runs out in the hallway and you hear him like saying something, and then he giggling and says something about tickles, and the little hippie dude looks up and just kind of shakes his head and looks back down at towards the bottom of the stairway.
I'm also going to run after him then too with my motion. Since that fails, I'm going to use my movement to chase after him.
Okay, what do you want to do though? Like, kind of move in front of him, then, like down at the bottom. Go ahead. You can move your movement. Now, if you move past him, he may potentially get a attack of opportunity.
I'll take that chance. I would still have a reaction, correct?
Yep, you haven't used your reaction yet.
Okay. I'm going to run past him. I can't tackle him because I already used my action.
Right.
So I'm going to try to get out in front of him.
Okay. So you can go ahead and move where you want to go. This staircase I know it's hard to see, but the staircase goes like this, and then this.
It didn't do it. Oh, okay. All right.
You follow? It's like kind of going down.
Yeah,
Alaric's at the base. The thug is right next to him.
15, 20, 25. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Seeing Alaric at the bottom of the stairs and then Spargle sort of cutting him off, this guy kind of does like a little flip around on the steps and goes running into Deckard's room.
Sly little bastard.
Thoradin, you get an attack of opportunity on him if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to grapple him. I want to try that again.
Okay.
So
that's your strength check?
Did we say athletics?
Athletics check, right.
We lost punch. Oh.
Some really good rolls tonight.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch Ponch up when he logs back in. But
what's this guy made of fucking Jello?
I'm on. I can see my video. My camera's not connecting for some reason.
Okay, but you can hear us.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he does this little kind of 180 in the middle of the staircase because he sees he's cut off there, and he shoots back up, and he zips right back by past Thoradin, and Thoradin tries to grab him, and he just kind of like high steps right out of it and leaps up into Deckard's room, and Thoradin. You see that the window to Deckard's room is wide open. There we go. And there looks to be like a rope tied to the window. And this guy grabs onto the rope and is starting to scale down it. All right. Deckard, you have not woken up. So I'm going to skip your turn. Blackwind. You're muted. I don't know if you hear us, if you're there. All of this commotion.
I'm just eating peanuts.
Oh, okay. So all of this commotion's been going on, and you've just kind of been like standing by at your bedroom door and kind of seeing all this going on. And finally now you're like, all right, what's going on out here? What would you like to do?
Can you clear the animation so I can see exactly where people are standing?
Does that help?
So Deckard's not awake, even though he's right next to it?
Yeah, so that represents where Deckard is where his bed is, and it's, and Thoradin had seen that there looks to be like a sleeping body in that bed.
Okay. Then I just want to move between Alaric and Alaric. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And Thornton.
Yeah, and Thoradin and
And
Alaric,
just be
you
like, hey, what's going on? You know, like I don't want to make any kind of sudden moves.
okay. Yeah, you so you do that, and you see
Yeah,
what I
I'll
just
run out.
what I just described. That guy is sort of standing there at the window, and he's now got a rope, and he's kind of going down the rope outside the window outside of Deckard's room.
I gotta say, I'm like disappointed that we haven't been able to stop him thus far.
Yeah, this guy's slippery.
I mean,
Yeah, really.
I mean, look at these rolls though. If you scroll up, 7.
should I
5,
attack him? Like, what is the? Let me. Can I
I must
say?
have drank a
Hey,
lot
should
last
I
night.
shoot him?
yeah, you had a good time. You got you can, as you're running up, you can say a thing or two to your group.
All
I
right.
mean, don't like metagame it and like talk to your
No,
team
no,
about a strategy,
no.
but just
I'm
say
just
like,
saying,
hey,
like-
if you want to say like, what should we do? Then
Yeah. What should we do? You want me to? Is there a problem? Can I hit him?
Get him.
I don't trust him. Get him. He's a sneaky little bastard. And I think he did something to Deckard.
All right. Then let me cast Witch Bolt.
all right. I'm gonna give him half cover because he's about halfway out the window right now, so his whole body isn't exposed. I forget what half cover gets you though.
I mean, it's gonna fuck me.
Would
gonna
that
happen.
impact
It gives him
though?
AC. It gives him +2 AC.
It's gonna fuck me.
But go ahead and roll your what were you doing, an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah. No. Witch Bolt. 2d12.
Oh, Witch
I'm gonna use a full spell
All right, cool.
because I don't know what this thing is, and after the Revenant on the road, I don't want to take chances.
So you make a ranged spell attack, which you have a +6 on that. So D20 +6.
Well, it's Witch Bolt is 2d12.
Yeah, but you have to roll. You have to like make
Oh,
a
right,
range.
no,
yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
aiming
My
it.
God.
You have
How
to
long
hit.
have I been doing this?
Let's see, 18 sessions now.
Yeah. Let's pretend. Here we go.
All right.
Okay,
even
that's
though,
good.
Yep. Even though just half of his body is still peeked up above the window, you kind of dip past Thord and you're like, "What should I do? What should I do?" And they're like, "Shoot the fucker!" And you shoot this witch
Did you
bolt.
kick the damn rabbit?
So this beam of crackling blue energy just sort of lances out and hits him square in the chest as he's trying to climb down this little rope. Go ahead and make your damage roll.
And that's 2d12, right?
Right.
Oh wow.
Oh my
Just
god.
killing it.
I'm-
Dude, it's insane.
Well, I didn't eat my Wheaties.
So that was 3 total.
Yeah.
That
God
was
damn it.
phenomenal. So it hits him. It hits him pretty good, but it kind of hits him on his like it goes through his like shoulder, and it looks like it burns more of his sort of robe or his cloak and stuff than it actually pierces through some of his skin. He kind of like turns to the side a little bit, and keeps hanging onto the rope.
So he is
Thornton
able to hang onto the rope.
He is able to hang onto the rope. Thoradin, it's your turn.
I'm charging and I'm jumping right out the window.
You're gonna like jump at him and like tackle him.
I don't know if he landed. I'm jumping out the window and I'm just.
He's still at the windowsill, holding onto the rope, kind of almost one-handed because his right shoulder just got blasted with this blue energy, but he's still dangling from that rope right at the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge him.
Okay. Go ahead and make another grapple type attack if that's what you want to do, unless you want to
His
do
ass.
a more.
I'm gonna
of
get
a-
him. I'm gonna get him this time.
You're gonna try to wrestle him. Are you trying to grab him at the window, or are you jumping out the window and grabbing him and taking him to the ground?
I choose that one.
the ladder. Okay, so go ahead and make your grapple
I choose the
attack,
boss.
and I'll give you advantage on this.
Whoops! What did I just do?
That's okay.
Why
You
did
you
you
were
get
supposed to roll.
advantage and I had disadvantage? No, I'm kidding. Go on.
So both
Well-
of those rolls were garbage. So that's good.
But take your better of the two, so you get 13, and you're get okay. So Blackwing, you didn't get advantage because you were trying to shoot at a target who was only half exposed, so he had a
Right.
little AC bonus. Whereas Thoradin is trying to grapple somebody who's holding onto a rope, which makes it a lot easier because they don't have like the arm, they don't have the mobility to like get away.
Is he at risk for being out of the window? Like, could he fall?
Oh, if Thoradin grabs this guy, they're probably both going to go to the ground.
But I'm very sturdy and stout, so I can
You are.
absorb the hit very well.
If Thor, all right, let's see what happens here.
Yeah, make it happen.
So you had a 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this guy's just getting blasted and he's hanging from a rope. He just can't get away. So you come flying out the window. This little dwarf comes flying out the window. You kind of bear hug him around, and he can't hold his weight and yours. And he's got this witch bolt through his shoulder. He lets go of the rope.
How
Both
are you?
go crashing to the ground. You take. You guys are about 15 to 20 feet up off the ground on the second
Fine.
floor. You
Not
take
much.
3 damage.
That's fine.
He seems to take quite a bit more. So,
Yeah, because you little bitch.
He's underneath
well,
you.
because you landed on him. Like he softened your blow. Like he hit the ground first, and you piled him. You piled into him.
That's fantastic.
And you both fall to the ground outside of the window. And you're just kind of right there laying in a pile on top of each other.
I love that you only took 3 damage.
And I'm still in my underwear, right?
You're still in your underwear.
Oh
You
god.
got Talon sort of like just tucked into the back of your shorts, and you
That's kind of awesome.
got this little hippie gypsy guy kind of pinned to the ground below. Alaric, you haven't really seen all this. It's like out of the corner of your eye. You've just seen all this commotion. Blackwind rolled up and shot this blue bolt into the room, into Deckard's room. The whole room lit up blue. And then all you heard is Thoradin running in, and then just 2 voices going, "Ah!" And then you just hear this thud.
So now I get to do a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get in that room?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run in that room and see how my boys are handling the serial rapist guy.
All right, so
Whatever's
I'll roll
happening.
you right here. So this would be like you going up into the room and standing at the window. You look down and you just see a pile of Thoradin and this guy just laying there. They've just fallen and crashed onto the ground, and they're just sprawled everywhere, laying right beneath you.
And
You used
vomit, right?
Yes. Use just a bit of your movement to get there.
Okay. I'm so confused. Can I grab the dude? Can I don't understand the.
So they're now. So you're on the second floor.
Mhm.
They're they fell out
Oh,
the window.
so it's
and are now like,
so it's substantially further down.
yeah, it's about 15, 20 feet below you.
I got a mage hand.
Okay, so then Alarc's just gonna yell, "Hey Thoradin, you got that handle down there?"
I got it, lad. I think I might have crushed him a little bit. I think I heard a crunch. And his fucking arm is just... No, I don't know.
How far is the drop
Yeah, he's
down?
dazed. He's dazed, but
It's not a very far
He didn't
drop.
break anything. He didn't hear his like spine crack or his neck snap or anything. He seems all right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I threw up a little bit too. There's like vomit next to me.
It's not a very far drop down.
Not at all, lad. Just a few feet. Nothing bad, though.
15 to 20 feet if you were to jump it.
Nothing for a dwarf.
I'm just gonna walk out and
Come to
head
me,
back
lad.
down to the main level and make my way towards the front door of the inn.
That's lame.
I'd say you used about 10 feet of your movement, so go ahead and move your addition. Or what's your movement? I can kind of
It's my
25.
walking speed's 30.
Probably 25, 30.
30.
30. All right, I'll give you about there.
Okay, that's fine.
Back down the steps, and you're making your way towards. And if you remember the front doors. Nope, the front door's over here by this carpet.
Okay,
got it.
Bring me a drink when you come down.
All right, Spargle, it's your turn. You tried to cut this guy off, and he turned around, ran past all your friends, and then you kind of heard all this commotion. And then you saw Alaric coming the other way. And I don't know, Alaric, do you say anything to Spargle or Blackwing as you're going back down the stairs?
Nope.
So,
I'll ask you then. Alaric's right by me, though. So I'll say, did they get him?
I'm not sure. I'm heading down to see.
Okay. I'll do the same thing then. I'll move. No. All right, so I just saw him go right back up, right? Tell you what. Then can I get to Deckard basically at this?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
so I saw him go in the room. I'm gonna go up to like the window also. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
You too, as you go by the bed, you see it actually looks like Deckard sleeping with his hat on, maybe. Like there's this, the Deckard's bed has got this body in it and his hat and everything, but it's not moving.
Is he alive? Have we
Dan.
checked?
So I'm gonna check.
No one's checked. That's what we do.
We know he's alive, but Dan.
Yeah.
If I cast guidance, does that take my whole turn, where I have to tee up somebody else?
Guidance is an at will. Yeah, it's your action. You can still move and take bonus actions and stuff like that.
So if somebody has something that they want to tee up, please let me know, because I haven't used this yet, but it's
That's
something
an
that I
awesome
picked out.
ability.
It's really awesome, but I'm not gonna do it unless I know it's gonna be used. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as it's not in the heat of battle, if somebody's just going to do something and they say it, I would let you interrupt that and be like, "Hey, let me help you there," and then cast that. As long as we're not in initiative, I would give you that opportunity to do that. You know what I mean?
All right. I'll try and keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
When I run in, I glance out the window and see this rope and whatever, and I see the most likely, I'm assuming I see the mess of those two below.
Yep.
And then I glance over at Deckard, and I'm a little weirded out by the fact that this all transpired in his room and he still hasn't moved. So I'm going to reach up and I pick up the cowboy hat.
Okay.
And look at him and check
it's a
him out.
skeleton.
Yeah. Deckard, do you want to explain what he sees when he does that? Maybe with a little more detail than I would remember.
So when you lift the hat, it. Honestly, you guys are actually shocked that you thought I was in there, because it looks like a freaking just total 3-year-old tried to make it look like someone was sleeping in this bed.
Okay.
I love it.
So it's like pillows or something?
Yeah, can you make an investigation check, Punch?
Sure. Investigation. Okay.
Good. So Deckard's missing. It took us a fucking hour to realize it.
Oh my god, is he hidden somewhere and he's gonna
He's
fucking
dead.
kill this
He's
guy?
dead. He's
No,
fucking
not
dead.
He's gonna fucking kill this guy.
He's
Somebody
definitely
runs.
dead.
Dude, he's like Batman, where it's where were the other drugs going?
So, Spargle, you're really confused. You think that this is Deckard for a second.
It's clearly not.
But you don't see Deckard, but you're like, well, this is his bed and his hat. You're just completely confused, and you're not really sure what's going on.
Okay. Does Thornton and whatever this little guy, are they just laying there? Are they?
Yeah. This is all happening really fast, so they're just like kind of in a pile at the bottom of the,
I passed
out
out
the window.
drunk. I passed out drunk on top of him, by the way.
All hungover still.
Yeah, just vomiting on him, just sleeping on him.
All right, I'm not gonna do anything right now. I'm just gonna hold my place by the window, looking a little confused at Deckard and whatever. Why Thornton's down there in boxers on top of a.
Yeah, it's quite a scene.
Morning already. I'm really confused. Sounds scary.
Okay, let's see. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0. Can't benefit the condition ends with the grapple incapacity. The What does he need to do? A grappled creature can use its action to escape. It must succeed on a. Okay, so now it's this guy's turn, and he's trying to get away from Thoradin. So Thoradin, roll your grapple again. Your strength athletics check. Ironically, that doesn't matter. Or that doesn't.
Wow.
That actually wins.
Wow.
Just because of the sheer sort of the magnitude of the fall and the surprise of like he did not expect somebody to just like throw themselves out the window and come crashing to the ground with him. He tries to spin around and he's just like fishing, just like a fish, flopping like a fish underneath you and can't move at all. He's like completely pinned by your weight. He can't even like sort of get his arms.
I'm sleeping. Yeah.
You're snoring on him?
I passed out.
I don't know if there's anything else he can do.
I think Checker's dead. That's my bet.
As he's laying there, so he's squirming around. He's squirming around. He can't get away. He takes 2 fingers and he touches the side of your forehead, and he whispers something in a language that isn't familiar. Make a wisdom savings throw.
Okay.
What does it mean when it's savings?
You're trying to savings throw. You're kind of trying to counter the effect of something. Okay, that passed.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
But there's not a different number involved, right? He's
I
just
thought you were
doing a
gonna check
wisdom
his
roll.
oil.
The old shocker.
2 in the pink, 1 in this.
Oh,
What'd you say, Marcus?
sorry to the stream.
Sorry.
No, that a savings throw is not different in terms of numbers. He's just doing a wisdom roll.
Right. So he
Okay.
uses for that savings throw. He adds his wisdom modifier. Certain
Well,
things are-
it's +4 for a savings throw. For a regular throw, it's +2.
Oh, okay. So there is a difference.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah,
click
yeah.
on your character sheet, you click on saving throws, it shows you what your saving throws are.
So 17's pretty good, right?
17. Yeah, what I rolled, 17's good.
Yeah.
17.
That's good.
That's like a 35% chance for him to, succeed.
Yeah, but that'd be a bad call.
Right.
Yeah. You also, Matt, make an Arcana check.
Okay, that's one of my core abilities, so I'll do that. That's good.
Go for it.
All right, let's see.
Is
I just-
Arcana one of your core abilities?
Well, not so much. I thought it was. It's because it's intelligence, but not necessarily.
But is intelligence one of your core abilities?
I mean, I'm rolling all single fucking digits tonight.
I know, but I'm saying what are your?
We
I
all
don't know
are.
anything about
It's a
your.
bad
I'm telling you, man. It's roll 20.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So you are able to
Bad
resist whatever it is that he was trying to do, but you're not sure at all what he was
Check
trying
my
to
prostate, right? Yeah.
do. Yeah. All you know is it was something that felt a little bit strange for a second.
Did it though?
This doesn't get any better. And yeah, let's see. So Deckard, you are still not. All right, Blackwing.
He's still
Wait,
what?
what do you mean? No, it's not my turn. It's Deckard.
He's still something.
What does that mean?
I think he's fucking dead. That's what I think. I think he's in another fucking pocket dimension or some
No,
shit.
we're not doing
And
that.
he's
We're not doing that. No one dies. No. Listen,
No.
I will call the cops right now.
No one dies.
He's gonna go into the void of Will's characters that just end up like on a shelf that just
There's a
disappear.
special place in the D&D universe for all of my characters.
Bro, Will's
That's rich.
Apocalypse is
There's
there.
actually a plane of existence called Apocalypse's characters.
Crocus, that's a good idea for a book. All Will's characters have to team up to save the universe.
Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. That's actually really good. It's not actually my turn, right? Because this guy.
Yeah, it is.
It
Is
is.
this guy still being arm wrestled by Thoradin's dick? And what are we? What are we really doing here?
Well said.
No, but really.
He's wrestling around with Thoradin on the ground there at the moment, outside of the inn. You're standing in the stairwell. Alaric's trying to get towards the front door.
Can I reach him with the spell?
If from the window ledge, you think you might be able to, if you could like sort of get past or next to Spargle and look out the window down to the ground. They're about 15 feet below you.
All right, so I peek out the window and I say, Thoradin, how can I help you, my friend?
Oh, get me a drink. That's what you could do. I'm thirsty down here. Maybe a pair of pants.
And I say,
Yes.
are you sure? Because I'll go get you a drink, but you also have my magic at your disposal right now. But if I leave, that's it. You're alone.
I could definitely use a drink, but he did try and put the finger in my ass, so maybe you could throw a spell at him.
Okay. All right. I want to cast
Two
Mage Hand on
fingers.
this guy. And
Okay.
I want to get a little BDSM. I just want to lightly put it around his neck and just kind of close it around his throat and just kind of turn his head up to mine and say, what is it you really want?
I love that you're getting all like sensual.
I mean, we've
is
been
it that you
violent.
truly
It's not
desire?
working. Yeah.
All right.
I want to
All
tilt
right.
his head up to mine. I'm going to use my mage hand to tilt his head up to mine and say, like, what do you need, baby? I'm here.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
Why don't you make an intimidation check?
Is that-
Intimidation.
I guess a seduction roll wouldn't be
So-
a thing, right?
Why are you all the girls that I've ever talked to?
Listen, either
No.
we're fucking or I'm fucking.
Sorry to the stream.
Sorry, the stream.
That's not how it
It's
actually
18
happened.
plus. It's right.
So I get +6 on this, right?
Yes.
Oh!
Oh, you're gonna suck my dick.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna levitate this guy's head up to my fucking dick. What the fuck?
Natural 20 to a natural 1? Does he win
So-
the game somehow?
That's pretty good.
So you stand at the windowsill and you cast your mage hand, which comes down, and again, as it has been since you arrived in Barovia, the hand that comes out looks creepy. And skeletal and zombie-like.
I don't like it.
It floats down to the ground, and it wraps right around this guy's neck. His eyes open really wide in sort of terror, and he stops fighting Thoradin and just kind of puts his arms down towards the ground, and he just sort of lays there in a fear paralysis, not technically paralyzed, but just
Sure.
just in fear at the moment.
Most girls, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh no.
But that's your turn now, Thornton. It's your turn, and you're sitting here and you watch
but
this.
I asked him that shit though.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your question to him?
I was like,
What
what
is-
do you want? Like, what do you want? Like, what can we do for you? What are you doing here? And be real.
So
Like,
you
I
said
want
that.
to get intimate with him. I want to be like, listen,
I want to get into
we can fucking fight with you, but like, what's going on?
So when this mage hand kind of goes around his neck, and you say that, he says, he goes, guys, seriously, man, I was just doing my job. I don't know why all of you kind of like flew out and are starting to attack me and stuff. I was just trying to get away, man. It's just like, this is like the worst morning of my life. I was just trying to clean some rooms, and then all these naked guys came running.
Can I
out.
reply to him or no?
I was on my way to the Nirvana concert, man.
Can I reply, Dan, or no?
Dude, man, Fish is on tour all summer. I'm trying to get there. You can
'Cause I
reply
rolled
to him.
intimidation.
Yeah.
Listen. We're gonna murder you unless you tell us the truth of what you're doing. Period. Done.
He goes.
Odd
He
behavior.
goes.
Someone
He
cleaning
goes,
the
all
room.
right, man. He goes, I sneak into this place every now and then. And I try to like fleece some of the customers. They're usually like these, you've seen all these deadbeats around here, these weirdos that live in this village, and they're easy to just kind of, take some of their stuff. I had no idea that you guys were all, well equipped.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Looking
Oh,
at you,
see,
Lark.
And that was a reference.
I think, can we have him join us? I think he should join us. Because this has been he has caused a serious problem, and we can probably use him to cause other problems later.
Right, he's slippery.
He's very slippery. Ooh.
He's about to get more slippery.
Ooh.
Which is good because of those fingers.
Oh. Oh. Ugh. That's OOC though. I my turn clearly is over because I've gotten to get to know who this guy's grandma is. So
Yeah. So you say
Let's
that,
not kill him, though.
that was his reply. Thornton, you heard all that.
Yep.
And you're laying next to this guy as he's kind of talking back and forth. The black one up in the window.
Yeah. So I get up, I brush myself off. I got all dirt and dust and like fucking grass on me, whatever the fuck. So I say to him, I said, "What's your name, lad?"
He says, "Hey man, my name's Korga. And I kind of live around here, and what's your name?"
All right. Don't worry about my name, Corgi. I have a simple question for you. Do you believe in the light?
It's
Korga.
Korga.
Yeah, Corgi. What do you believe in the light or not? Yes or no, lad?
What? What are you talking about, man?
Kill him. Kill him fucking dead.
I have to take a piss, lad.
Oh God.
So just answer me one question. Do you believe in the light? Yes or no? Very simple.
Piss on his face.
He goes, I don't know what you mean by the light, but yeah, I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. That's cool.
Do you steal from people, you say? You do that quite often?
Well, it's just to make ends meet and stuff. I don't take anything that they'll miss.
All right. So at that point, I just start taking a piss on him. I pull my pants down and I just start pissing on him.
All right. Make a performance check.
Dude, this is like its own Pornhub channel. This is just fucking disgusting.
Can we let Blackwin and Thornton kind of go off in the window and this guy? And
We've just gotten so dirty with this guy. Oh my god.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Piss on his
So
mouth, Daddy.
yeah. So I was actually where I was going. So you just you got your box. You're just wearing boxers and stuff. You kind of tuck Talon towards the back and drop the boxers and just pissing on. It's your morning piss.
Right.
You haven't had that yet, so this is last night drinking.
Oh
I mean,
no!
this is a good,
It's
healthy. I mean,
fucking amped.
this is like one of those where your legs are getting tired. You haven't even finished yet. He's just sitting there, and he knows he's got this ghastly hand around his neck. He's just trying to
No.
get out of it.
I let go of him. No,
He is
Dan. No.
so fucking miserable. And he's just like, all right, we're even, man. It's cool. I'm sorry. I'll never come back here again. We're cool. Can I go now, man? Is this all right?
Yeah, you could go.
And he just like kind of stops.
No.
He's just like, he stands up and he looks just miserable. He's not even running anymore at this point. He's just sort of like trotting away from the inn.
Beat it loud.
All right, that's more than 6 seconds worth of activity. That was a long piss.
Is it canon now that I've held a man's face so that Thor could piss on him?
Absolutely.
No, that's. Ooh.
Hold on 1 second.
That's the light and the void working together right
That's
there.
the
Never really
Void.
considered that application of Mage Hand, but
Well, I wanted him to look at me and pay attention. And I wanted him to tell the truth, which he did.
Okay.
Dan's like, these guys are fucked up in Slack. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, damn, we can't hear you.
so we don't have a Deckard.
Oh, I don't know how I muted. Sorry.
Oh.
You guys hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Thoradin and Spargle, you see from it's early dawn, so it's a little bit dark out. From the sort of edge of your vision, you see someone approaching where you're at on the ground, Thoradin. And why don't you go ahead and describe what they see, Will?
I don't know where you hear before you see anyone. You hear, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why don't you got any clothes on, Thornton? Are you painting on people again?
We would attacked.
I'm looking out the window and I just see you and I'm like, I'm really,
Well, when you see me, you're a bit thrown off because I look like Edward Scissorhands like tried to have sex with me. Like my clothes are all torn up. I look completely disheveled. I look like I haven't slept in 36 hours. Like, I'm trying to think of like an example. Like, have you guys ever seen right in the Sandlot when like they blow up the treehouse and the kid walks out like all dusty and he's just
Yeah.
kind of like in a daze? Like that's kind of what I look like. Like
And
I
you're
look
asking about me.
I don't know. I'm
like
just
my my
really
trench
after
coat is a
vibe.
little ripped, and like I just look like I got the shit kicked out of me. And I just look at you guys. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. Who the fuck? And I just stop and I just turn around and I head towards the front door of the inn. Like I just turn around and I'm
So
like,
you gotta just do a 90-degree turn and start going like this way towards the
like
front.
I'm
of the
just trying to
building?
get back into the inn.
Okay. All right. And so you kind of like you just say that to Thoradin and this guy on the ground. You see Blackwind hanging out the window.
Like I see it and I'm like, like you can just my whole demeanor. I'm just like I can't even like.
Process
was
what's
helping
happening
my-
here. I just gotta get
helping my
inside.
friend.
Like imagine it. So just imagine you had a really crazy night. Imagine you just got hammered drunk. One of those nights where you got hammered, blackout drunk. And that's not necessarily what I am, but like just one of those nights where like you just can't deal with anything. And then I come back and I see fucking Thornton rolling around naked with this weird dude I've never seen. And I see Sparkle up in the window, like throwing a party.
And it's like early in the morning. It's like
Blackman's
6 a.m.
And I'm just like, whatever. And I go back towards the front of the inn.
All right.
I grab his hat off the bed.
And I just have this expression that if you had to burn it down to 2 words, it's "I'm daddy."
So I grab his hat and I put it on and I go run down to the front door to see him.
All right. Well, so we're still kind of like in initiative order a little bit because this guy.
I'm sorry.
So anyhow, Alaric, it's your turn. Are you going to continue towards the front door?
I guess so. I don't know exactly how much I've realized what's going on, but yes, I would continue making my way towards the front door.
All right, I'll move you over there. Spargle, what are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't mean to go out of order there.
No, that's all right. You grab the hat, and are you running towards the front door too?
Yeah, I see him going that way, so I grab his hat, I pop it on, and then I just go running down to see what the hell's going on.
All right, I'll put you about there to running down the front steps.
Sorry. I was doing the same thing. Right here, you said?
Yeah, that's pretty good. At this point, that guy that's covered in piss, just dripping, looks just miserable. He saw the other guy walk up and walk by, and he's just trotting. He's just walking away at this point, kind of slowly.
No.
He's not running anymore. He's just walking away from Thornton. He just looks defeated.
See ya.
He makes it. He walks about like 15 feet away. Now, Black, when it's your turn.
I ask Thornton, I say, "Are we letting him go, lad?"
Yeah, he'll be all right. He ain't coming back here anytime soon.
You guys
And
at
then
least
I
try to
say
steal
again.
some shit from him?
No, I say, "Yeah, is there?" Yeah, no.
Does that mean
we're
Jade
taking...
Frog?
No, yeah, we're taking whatever he has. I'm sorry. Hang on, let me look at what I can. I don't mind killing him to see what he has. Can you stop him? It's
I'm
my
not
turn, but
interested.
you want to let him go?
Yeah, I humiliated him. I've tussled around with him on the floor. I'm ready for breakfast and
You
for a drink.
believe that he's fine.
Yeah, just some brigand, some thief. You know, he's
Okay. Deckard, I know that we can't communicate. Scheisse. Okay.
But feel free to do what you want. Don't you know?
I if you have a good feeling about him, I'm not gonna kill him.
I don't know.
I killed that
keep in
goblet
mind.
hit that one time. Don't forget.
Keep in mind, I'm hungover and I'm tired and like.
I feel like there's a reason he's here. I just feel like. You know what? Let me hit him with a spell, and if it doesn't kill him, then he fucking runs away, and it's fine.
So if you do kill him, you're not going to know if he was, unless he's got a note on him or something.
Listen, I'm chaotic neutral. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, great. Go ahead.
All right, I want to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 1d20 plus 6.
That's right.
I just don't want. This has been too much for him to get away.
Oh my God.
So you get to add. So now you get to roll your base damage twice. So you roll 2d10 plus 4.
Is that a joke?
No.
No, that's it. You got a critical.
That's a critical strike. Yeah.
Yeah, you get 2d10 plus 4 damage.
2d10 plus 4. Oh, he's fucking dead. All right, 2d10 plus 4.
Whoa.
That's a big hit.
Okay, so as Thoradin just is laughing at this guy, just kind of smug as he's walking away covered in piss, Blackwind kind of points out the window and hits this guy square in the back. The guy wasn't even looking. It just hits him so hard, it sort of knocks him forward. He just proves like this, and you see a smoldering hole in the back of this guy. and he kind of like he starts like stumbling a little bit, like he is about ready to drop, and he spins back around like with this really shocked look on his face. He is just about dead. And now, Thoradin, it's your turn. He's not dead. He's kind of spun back around towards you, covered in pee, hole in his back, hole in his shoulder.
He is alive. Make sure he's okay. Make sure he's okay. I mean, like, he didn't just come through, dude. There's something fucked up here.
So he's like close to death, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so don't hit him.
So I saw this. I saw that. What the fuck was? So I see him get hit, and I see he's all like fucked up. So I say, hey, Corey, is there anything you want to tell us now, or you want to keep going? What do you want to do, lad?
Make a persuasion check. That's you, Thoradin.
Yeah. 10. I mean, this guy's like so close to death.
Does being closer to death make his persuasion check lower, or no?
Kind of depends on the situation. He looks at you when you say that, and he says, "You may have defeated me, but I've already helped my master in ways that you don't know."
I fucking knew it.
He pulls out a dagger and thrusts it forward at Thoradin.
Oh my god!
Well, I don't have my shield, so my armor class is down then.
Oh yeah, your armor class is
16 probably.
Wait, I don't have any armor.
Well, you don't have anything. You're butt naked. So your AC.
But he's not at a disadvantage.
11.
Right.
But could I?
So if I look at your equipment and I click off your chainmail and your shield, 11. You go down to 11. Yep. Okay. Yep. So let's see.
That's really rude.
Yeah.
Super rude. I had to fucking drill his back. Oh.
I don't know. Maybe it's just all the piss that's dripping into his eyes, and he can't see anything. He says that, and he sounds real badass when he says it, and just swings, and he doesn't even come near your body. He just kind of like pokes about a foot or two to the left of you, and he just kind of scowls, and he's like, just sitting there, kind of snarling at you.
Can I hit him?
Back.
Let's see. No, that's your turn. Deckard, you've made your way, let's say, towards the front door. There's a lot of shit going on right now. So, Deckard, as you walk towards the front door, you see also walking up at the same time as you, the gentleman that you met yesterday who took you up to the church, Ismark. He's now returning. It's now dawn, and he said he would meet you guys back here in the morning. He's also walking up to the front door. He looks over to you, and he's like, dude, what happened to you, man? Man, you look like a mess. You guys had a good time with the Vistani here last night, or what's up, man?
I'm all right. I don't know. There's a naked dwarf and some guy I never met back behind the house. I don't know what they're doing. You might want to go check that out.
You might.
Oh, God. All right, man.
Attack him.
And he does kind of turn and start walking the other way. And as he walks by you, kind of like he pats you on the back. He's like, "Man, go sit down in there. Grab yourself a drink. You look terrible." And he keeps walking this way.
Okay.
Alaric, it's your turn. Are you still going towards the front door?
Yeah, I guess I don't realize anything yet.
Yeah. So you get to the front door and you look out and you see Deckard and Ismark now, who is the first time you've seen him today, and you see now what Will described before. You see Deckard in that sort of state, kind of stumbling, walking towards the front door, and Ismark cooking around to the other side where Thoradin and this guy are.
Okay, so how far can I get? Right there.
I moved you your normal movement. You can do a double movement, or you can take an action, or you can say something to Deckard or Ismark or whatever you want.
Yeah, I guess with Lark just like coming out the front entrance, trying to figure out, get his bearings, and trying to understand what's going on. I don't want to double move. I think he would just kind of yell, "Hey, Deckard, is everything okay?"
Hey, everything's all right, man. It's all right. And I just look like I'm almost like looking through you. Like I look like I just want to get to a bed ASAP.
Yep. All right. And so, Spargle, you want to continue towards the front door as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna rush. Or dash. I'm just really excited that Deckard's not a corpse.
So I'll let you kind of like pop up right there next to Alark at the front door. You're wearing, short little gnome. You got your little red hair and everything, but you're wearing Deckard's cowboy hat, and you poke around Alark, and you. That's what you see. The same thing. You see Deckard walking up the way he looks. You see Ismark for the first time today walking around the backside of the building.
So I'll say, "Hi, Ismark. Deckard, what happened to you?"
Ah, man, I just had a long night. I wandered out on the town and got a little out of hand. I take my hat off your head.
Did you get more creepy visions or voices?
I don't know, man. That's part of it. I'm some weird shit's going on. I'm trying to figure it all out. You guys mind if I head in there and I lay down?
It's not my turn.
You could still say something or make an observation if you want, as long as you're not taking action.
Can I make a deception check or whatever you want to call that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to see how truthful.
Oh, so you want to roll an insight check?
Insight, yeah. I'm sorry. I want to roll an insight check to see how truthful Deckard's being.
I didn't realize we could do that on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Give me a second here. Okay, so you rolled a 15. Sorry, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. So this is where we kind of have to play in character. So this is something you know and everybody else doesn't. So Ponch, Matt, Crocus all have to kind of just play along. You feel like Deckard is total bullshit right now and is definitely not being forthright with you.
Okay. Where are we at? So it was Sparkle's turn? Okay. Okay.
Okay, I went out of turn with the guy that you guys are wrestling with. Ismark though kind of turns the corner. He steps back and he sees you, Thornton, and he's like, dude, he's like, man, what are you doing with that with the Vistani? What's wrong with that guy? He looks all fucked up. And why are you guys out here? It's early.
He tried to steal from us.
Oh well, that's not unlike them. But what did he try to steal?
Valuables, my dwarven jewels that I've had for many millennia in my family.
Oh man. Well, it's bad luck to fuck with the Vistani, man. I'd probably just let the guy go, but
it's bad luck to fuck with a dwarf. Do you know where we're from?
He starts looking around a little bit, and he's like, all right, man, but don't let any of the other Vistani see what you're doing. You're gonna have all of them kind of rising up against you guys.
I have enough peace in me bladder for all of them.
goes, all right, he goes, I think you good out here? I'm gonna head back inside. I don't want to be part of this.
Could you get me a drink?
He says,
Come on, Bismarck, get me a
he
drink.
looks at
Come on.
there's no watches in D&D. He looks at his sundial and he's like, a drink? It's it's morning.
Haven't you heard it's 5 o'clock somewhere?
He goes, yeah. I'm gonna go check in on your buddy though. The guy with the hat looked really rough.
Talk to him about horses. That should put him in a better mood.
All right, okay, yeah, all right, man.
All right, see you, Bismarck.
You good out here?
Well, he tried to knife me, but I think I'm okay.
Yes. All right. I'll talk to you guys inside.
All right.
And he button hooks and goes back towards the front door.
Thank God that fucking guy's gone.
Blackwind, it's your turn. You've kind of seen all this. You're still standing outside the window, kind of looking down.
He tried to knife me, Blackwind. Did you see that?
But he's still there, right?
Yeah. He's standing right in front of you guys.
Yeah, he's engaged. He's like,
So I say, may we negotiate with your master in good faith?
You don't know nothing of faith, lad. He needs to be
So
killed.
you're kind of you're like shouting that down from the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks up at you and he goes, my master doesn't need to negotiate with anyone. He goes, you can kill me. It doesn't matter. I've done my job.
Hit him with the
But
crossbow, Dan.
No. Do you want to die, though?
Yeah, he says, he goes, dying by your hands is not a fraction of the suffering I would deal with from my master.
Okay, but here's the thing. We're going to kill your master. What if you joined us and we let you live and you fought with us and became a part of our family?
You are the worst convincer ever.
So when you say, as you get through that
Give him a
sentence,
chance.
as you get through that sentence, when you say we're going to kill your master,
Yeah.
he starts laughing, and he puts two hands on the dagger that he tried to stab Thornton with,
Yeah.
and he puts both hands on those and turns it towards his own stomach,
Oh, good. Well,
like this. Like
Good job.
He's holding this dagger out. He like stabbed, and he pulled it back. And as you say that, he starts laughing. When you say you're going to kill his master, he spins it around, and he's like this.
okay.
That's a terrible way to
Dude,
go.
let me roll something because I really want to convince him to not. He doesn't have to go out. Like it doesn't have to be this way.
Bro, I'm going to heal him. Don't worry.
All right, I'll let you do a persuasion check, but with disadvantage. Disadvantage because you literally just carved a hole in his back. So he's like, this guy's, in his mind, you're killing him one way or another, so he's not convincible.
Sure.
So roll your persuasion 2d20. Or 1d20 twice, and we're going to take the lower.
Okay. I get the +6 though for persuasion, right?
Yep. On the lowest roll.
So I'm just gonna roll 1d26 twice.
1d20. Yeah, twice.
You know what?
But you had to take the lower of those two, so you got a 9.
That sucks.
You can't do.
Even so, as you say that, it stays his hand.
Good.
He kind of like he drops the knife back towards the ground and he looks up at you for just a second. He's pausing. That's all I'll say at this point.
Okay.
Thornton, it's your turn.
All right, so
Make
I
this
say,
count.
so I say to this guy, "Oh, you want to die, do you, lad?"
Says, I don't feel death is permanent. Do what you must.
Make him join us.
I'm gonna let's see what I got in the old spell book. Let's see what I got.
Oh my god, you're gonna heal him. I love it.
I'm
cry.
gonna fucking heal the shit out of him.
Dude, this is like a blockbuster movie.
This is so weird. Up and down.
Up and down, right? Kill the guy, keep the guy, make him a friend, make him an enemy.
No, then I'm gonna shit on him at the very end. Don't you worry.
No. Yes.
Hold on, I'm just looking at the things I could do to this guy.
Oh, the things you could do to this guy.
My
the
phone
things
is
I can
at
do.
13%, by the way, so when it does die, I will have a minor transition over to my laptop.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna heal him.
All right. Cure wounds.
I'm gonna do. I'll do lay on hands.
Okay. So you
Um,
got 20 Jesus points you can use up to.
Yeah, I think I'll heal him for 10.
10. Okay.
Yep.
So you walk up and you put your hands out and he flinches, not sure what you're doing, and then this warm, holy glow comes out, and the scorch through his shoulder you see start to like kind of close up and just sort of normal skin kind of grow right in front of your face as he looks a little bit confused by the fact that he feels better and isn't
Quick
sure
bio,
what to
by the
think
way.
about what you're doing there.
Now, can I do something else, or is that it for my?
That's your act. I mean, that takes your full action. You can
Right.
talk to him. There's some, there's like little things that you can do.
I want to convince him to spill the beans. Like who's he working for?
Well, we know he's already working for Strahd, but we have to get him onto our side. He's totally working for Strahd.
Yeah, but didn't he say he did enough damage? Or what did he say? The damage has been done already. Some shit like that. What did he say? Something along those lines. I want to know what he's talking about. What should I ask him? I don't know.
Use the light to convince him to join us. Fuck what he knows. He's a minion of Strahd.
It doesn't work like that.
It can.
Light.
Light.
Use the light.
Use the force.
I could put Hunter's mark on him. Like, what is that gonna do?
Get you a flight coming back from Chicago.
Can I just roll persuasion and just tell him to join us? Maybe I'll roll a natural 20. I don't know.
Okay.
There's a chance.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
Could
so
be worse.
This guy's got to die. I mean, that's
No.
just this.
No.
Dude, he's gonna keep attacking me.
So you say that
You're not going to die. Let him attack you. He's not going to kill you. Listen, I have bread with the right kind of mold on it. Okay.
Can't you work him like a sock puppet with one of your hands and get him to do something?
Yeah. You want me to use my hand again? I'll fucking jerk him off. It's fine.
So when you say that, he doesn't seem convinced at all. He is, even though he's surprised by the fact that he was suddenly healed. He looks at you again with like a bit of a scowl, and then again with that sort of like uncanny sort of agility. He does a bit of a sort of spin move and turns the other way, and now he's just hightailing it. He is sprinting at his full speed towards the away from you.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
You do.
Just kill him.
Let's see. Yeah, because he's like sprinting, dashing away, so he's not gonna get to have any extra time to try to like disengage from you properly. So you get your full attack on him.
Which didn't work.
He's
so
gonna
that's
tell
fine.
Strahd something that fucks us later.
So you swing wide and miss, and he gets a good 60 feet away by the end of his.
Oh no!
So and is now kind of working his way down towards like alleys and whatnot.
So he's gone. We can't catch him.
So I'm gonna go. So I would at this point I'm gonna assume or skip Deckard, Alaric, Spargle in the order, and Ismark. No. So let's just put you guys on hold since you're kind of away from what the action right now. It gets to Ismark's turn. He's sort of made it. Closer over towards the group. I will. So Blackwin, I'm going to give you and Thornton one more chance before he's out of line of sight, before he's completely out of your sight. Thornton, you're too slow. You won't be able to catch the guy unless you have some other trick up your sleeve.
I do.
Blackwin, you're up in the window, but he's 60 feet away from you.
All right, and can I communicate with Thor for a second? Just like 1
Yeah,
second.
you could say like a quick
Um,
one quick like exchange.
Should I kill him or not?
Kill him if you can. He might have information on him, whatever.
Yeah, all right. I've got to do that.
Adam, are you muted?
We're gonna do
I keep coughing
he's
and
60
sneezing.
feet away.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, it's gonna have to be Dissonant Whispers because that's 60-foot range.
Okay.
I could Eldritch Blast him though at the same time. 46. All right, guys. What sounds better, a 46 or a 1d10 plus 4 damage wise?
So what's the
46.
average on a D10 is what then? I guess like a 5, and then plus what was it?
Plus
Plus
4.
4.
So like a 9 figure.
All right, so
46,
46 is
that'd be-
better, right?
That'd be 12
Plus 6.
is an average. Plus
Mhm,
6.
plus 6. Mhm.
Oh, it's 6.
Oh, because
plus
my
6 on
spell,
that too.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the 46 is gonna have a better average.
All right. We're gonna do Dissonant Whispers. As long he's within 60 feet, Dan.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man, I really wanted this to go a different way. All right, let me roll 1d20 plus 6. Oh,
Wait.
If I even
So
hit That's just a hit.
No. You didn't have to roll a hit on that one. I'm sorry.
why? Because it's
That's-
a spell.
It automatically hit. That kind of spell automatically hits. He gets a savings throw.
Oh, okay, 46. So I just need to
Yeah.
do 46. Do I get a plus to that or no?
Well, hold on. He gets his savings throw first. So a wisdom savings throw. Oh, against your spell save, which is what? You have a spell save DC. You have
Hang
something
on,
like a
it's
save
having over.
DC.
Yeah, if you click on
Save
spells,
DC is 14.
14. Okay, so he failed.
Okay.
So you get
do
to-
I just
so he'll
roll
take-
46 with no
Yes.
spell damage modifier? So I'm just hitting 46.
That's right.
Okay.
I don't know where you got the.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
All right, so by one.
That's pretty good.
So this guy starts running away. He's like, fuck all this. And he's just like hightailing it. He finally saw his break. Everybody else kind of peeled away. Thornton healed him. And then Blackwin up from the window just starts doing his thing with his hands and making that weird whispering that you guys have heard before. Like an arcane sort of whispering. And you see this guy, as he's running full steam, all of a sudden his legs start wobbling underneath him and he just kind of collapses to the ground. And then he twitches a couple times and stops moving.
nice rolls.
It doesn't
man.
feel good. I appreciate it. It doesn't feel good.
So we're out of initiative order. The guy's laying dead on the ground. Thornton, you're the closest to him. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, take all
Can
of
you
his
res
shit.
him?
Take his
Wait,
watch.
can you res him? Can you res him?
I can't do that.
All right.
So what do you want to do?
I wanted to make this work.
I want to take all
You
the
made
shit.
it pretty clear it's not going to work for him.
Yeah.
No, we could have. If I had been more persuasive, I had a shitty roll on that. We could
Okay.
have-
So he has what looks like a regular dagger, a regular light crossbow, 20 electrum pieces,
Ooh.
I put those in my underwear.
and
Ching, 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 ching.
he is holding what looks like a beautiful woman's necklace with a large blue pendant on it.
My heart will go on. Titanic.
I-
It was great.
It's so hard to see.
The heart of the ocean.
All right. Does he have any marks on his body that are very distinctive? Tattoos, marks.
No.
All right. So I'm gonna chop his arm off below the forearm.
Oh my
like-
goodness.
like below the elbow, or
We'll do it at the elbow. I'm gonna hack.
right at the elbow, so you got the full forearm, and okay, you now have a male gypsy forearm in hand.
And I would like to I would like to shit on him.
Okay.
Oh.
And so you take your morning constitution and on his Cleveland Steamer style, or in his just
That's it.
wherever.
Go Browns, baby. That's it.
All right.
We have a broad.
That's a
where I
cool
work
shirt, by
at
the way,
Cleveland
Dan.
or-
Yeah, this is my
that what you
Barovian.
wear?
So this is, I bought this because this is like my Barovian brown shirt, right? Because it's
That's
like the
awesome.
brownie, but like as if he were in Barovia. He's all like
Oh
skeleton.
God.
You have like
I
a
did-
collection of really cool brown shirts, by the way.
Yeah,
I
he has
know.
good shirts, and Adam has good cereals. They always did.
Okay, so you cut off his arm and you poop on him. What
Yep.
else did you want to do?
That's it.
Okay, and I'm assuming you're taking this necklace with the blue.
Yeah. I'm taking all that stuff.
Okay,
we-
great.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
I just kind of look down on Thornton and I'm saying, like, how much do you eat? You've always got a turd ready. Like, you're just always ready to shit.
Well, it was
What?
morning.
A lot of ham shanks, lad.
Wolf meat and root.
Wolf meat
God.
and roots. That's right.
That's it.
So Korga is dead. You didn't find anything else on him besides, I think the most notable thing was you found that necklace. And what else do you want to do?
All right, I would hate to. One final thing: does he look distinctive? Like, does he have a very distinct look about him, or is he just a generic like bad guy? Like, is he well renowned? Is he like well known amongst other, Barovians?
I don't know that you would have any way to know that.
Should we like remove this corpse from the middle of the street where other Visitani or whatever?
That's not something a dwarf worries about, but you can feel free to.
I volunteer as tribute.
Actually, I take that. I mean, I'm not even there, so don't
Light it on fire, bro! Light it up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but no. Deckard, Alaric, Sparkle, you really don't even know what all is going on right now.
Yeah.
Kind of like if I jump over back to you guys, you
Yeah, what's
understand
going on
there's
with
a
them?
doorway. Ismark has kind of come back towards the front, and hey, nice hat, Sparkle. He's like Ismark kind of says like, hey man, I don't know what your buddies are doing over there, but you really don't want to mess with the Vistani. I mean, they're not always good people, but if you get on their bad side, you're gonna have all of them against you. So it's probably better to kind of keep this on the down low. This little scuffle you had with that gentleman over there. So anyhow, I don't know. Are you guys cool to like head towards, maybe start helping me get my sister out of here, or where are we going next?
What was our game plan? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall. Like, were we just going to leave the next day or something, or what was our game plan yesterday when we were talking to him?
You hadn't had one yet. You guys went to the church, and then you came back this way. Ismark said you guys wanted to go to the church to talk to Donovich and learn more about what was
That's
going
right.
on, and Ismark kind of kept asking you and reminded you that he needed some help with his sister.
Have I approached them yet?
Yeah, we're out of combat now, so you guys can kind of just move around freely.
Oh, okay. I don't even listen to the conversation. I go in and go upstairs and I plop into a bed.
Okay. So yeah, Deckard just
What
looks...
happened to Deckard? We have to find out.
We will.
Yeah,
Let him-
I look at you guys and I'm just like really shocked. I'm like, he didn't even want his hat. It even smells like cowboy.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself around. Ismark goes back into the inn and is kind of sitting there. He's looking to kind of like talk to the whole group, kind of see what he was planning to meet up with you guys and continue on, but
All right, I'll move in. I'm kind of I'm interested in seeing what the game plan is.
As I approach the table, I say, "Hey, Bismarck, does this look familiar?" And I take that necklace and I just throw it at him.
all right, 1 second.
It's Ismark.
I know. I'm gonna keep
Can we
calling
call him
Bismarck.
Bismarcky?
Dwarves can't hear too well.
No, I'm kidding. I love that this
Please,
is like-
if you're on Slack, I'm sending somebody something.
Sorry, I didn't.
Okay, so say again, Thornton, what you did?
As I walk in, still in my fucking drawers, into
Yep.
this fucking. I say, "Hey, Bismarck," and I pull that necklace out of my fucking underwear.
Ew.
And I as I'm walking, I just chuck it at him, like I throw it right at him. With
All right, he hold on 1 second. He goes, he reaches his hand up and it like goes right by him and falls on the ground. And he goes, "Oh, sorry." He goes, "Wow, this is pretty. Smells like dwarf piss, but it's nice. What is this? Is this for me?"
Yeah. Isn't that look familiar?
No, I don't think I've ever seen something so exquisite, but thanks.
I think it belonged to your daughter.
Oh, I don't have a daughter.
Oh, I'm thinking.
I've never even been married. And he looks down, he kind of looks down, a little embarrassed, like he goes, "Can't say I've even had relations yet." Don't think it's my daughter.
So I reach over and I grab it back. I was confused.
He's like, okay, okay, sorry.
And as I do that, I drop the arm of the guy by accident.
On the floor of the inn.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you realize that the three women that you were partying with the night before are right back in their same spot. They're rolling some dice. They're eating some what look like maybe scrambled eggs. You're hoping maybe scrambled eggs. It looks like some mushy kind of yellow substance, and they're kind of woofing it down, and they're drinking, and they're talking, and they look over and they go, the one in the middle, Lenka says, she goes, what the hell is that? Don't leave that on our floor.
Oh, it's just a prop. It's a prop I use for an acting gig I used to have. Nothing to be worried about.
She's like, Thornton, I thought we bonded last night. I thought we're having a thing. And
it's not real. See, look, it's not really it's
okay,
fake.
all right. Well, I mean, you guys are a riot, man. But don't start messing up our bar here, man. This is our livelihood. Can you just get that out of here in case we have some customers?
All right, so I just fucking just throw it out.
All right. And she says, "Hey, when you're done with the Ismark the Lesser, and she accentuates the lesser. She says, "When you're done with him, we really got to talk. I you know the what I mentioned last night. I want to tell you. I think that you guys really should go kind of check this thing out. So when you get a second, let me bend your ear."
All right, let me put some clothes on.
All right. So now Deckard's up in his room. He's kind of crashed out. Blackwing, you're up there doing whatever. Alaric, you're in the doorway. I mean, just everybody kind of just let me know what you guys want to do.
Okay, so yeah, so what? I mean, I guess Alarc's still kind of undressed at this point, right? Based on everything that happened.
You are
let me
completely
see it.
naked, walking around with a great sword and your other great sword,
Yeah.
just letting them swing back and forth in cadence.
Okay.
Your other great sword.
So yeah, so Alarc's gonna do the same thing. Head back up to the room.
Do we want to call it? It's 10:52, and we're all in a good place.
I don't yet. I'm on my way up. I want to since I kind of saw this happening as I was coming back through the doorway. I want to go talk to Thornton about the necklace that he had.
Come on in.
So as on your way up, you're kind of like stopping by Alaric's or by Thornton's door or room.
By Thornton's door. Yep.
So you knock.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna knock. I'm gonna open the fucking door. I'm gonna say, Thornton, can I see that
you
necklace?
naked, though?
Oh, whatever. I'm gonna say, can I see that necklace?
No,
Do you care at this
Not
point?
whatever.
Sure, lad, take it.
I grab it from him, and I see that it's mine.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I'm gonna go. It's actually that's my necklace. I don't know how this all happened, but I'd like it back if I could.
of course, lad. What's his face? The brigand had it on him.
It's interesting.
Ripped it right out of his ugly hands.
Well, thank you very much for giving it back to me.
Of course.
And then I'm gonna take my necklace and go back to my bedroom and stop being naked.
I'm just going to mention to
The brigand
Ismark
just took it off of him, right?
that I'll be back, and I'm just going to run up to get my stuff, get prepared for the day, I guess, too.
Okay. As everybody's kind of making their way around, Ismark's just kind of sitting there at the table, and he walks over and is chatting because the three women that kind of run the bar called him over, and they seem to be having a bit of a conversation. They are still waiting to converse with Thornton, or I guess anybody from the party, but Ismark is now sitting with them.
All right, so I guess I bathed and I cleaned my. I mean, I don't know if there's bathing here, but
Yeah, they leave little bowls and towels.
yeah.
and
So I do a
cloths
bird
and-
bath. I do a little bird bath, and I put my mail on and all my gear, and and I go downstairs, ready to rock and roll.
I do the same.
Okay, so as you guys walk down, Mirabelle, who is I gotta get the visual on this again. Mirabelle's the blonde, the busty blonde, kind of in the middle.
The buxom one, yeah.
The buxom one. She starts barking over to Eric, the barkeep, and she's like, "Bring out a breakfast. We need to talk to these guys, and it's on the house, and you can bring out the good stuff." And so Eric goes back into the kitchen as Sorvia, who's the woman on the far right, if you remember the picture.
The mysterious one.
Yeah, she's the most stoic, the one who has spoken the least. Thornton, you spent the previous night kind of partying with them. She's the one that was always kind of quiet. She was drinking, she would chime in, but she was the most sort of introverted, let's say, or the least sort of engaged. But at this point, she's the one that speaks up, and she says, She says, "There's something special about you and your friends." And she's looking at you, Thornton, but she glances around to Sparkle and whoever else is in the room. Ismark, as these women talk, looks. He sometimes nods, but he also looks at them with a kind of a look of doubt or suspicion as they talk. So you don't get a good read on Ismark's body language to the whole conversation. But this Sorvia, she starts to continue, and she says, "I think there's something special about your group, and there's a member of our order. Her name is Madame Ava. She keeps a camp at Sayre Falls, which isn't too far from here. Madame Ava is renowned in Barovia for her clairvoyancy and her fortune telling. All of us Vistani can throw the Taroka cards, but hers always come true. They tell fate, they tell fortune. I feel there's some link between you, the Vistani, and what is happening in Barovia that you and your companions may greatly benefit from a reading from Madame Ava. I'd be more than happy to tell you how to find her. If you had the time to go just explore what she has to suggest."
Where did you say she was at? You said
not too far from here. There is a river a bit south of the village, and that river ends in a great waterfall that we call Sayre Falls. It's Tser. There is a Vistani camp there where Madame Ava resides. I think that your group here would find a reading most interesting. And when she says most interesting, Alenka, who's the other brunette, she's the more kind of ditzy one. She giggles and kind of like really giggles and just trying to stifle herself, and she can't stop. But she nods her head. And then Mirabelle, who's the busty, buxom blonde, she says, "Really, really, Madame Ava's readings are almost uncanny in how truthful they become."
Can I do a deception check on this? I don't trust these.
You can do an insight check.
Insight, yeah.
Insight?
Yep.
All right.
So you feel like they
Anyone
are.
else lagging?
Yeah, everybody froze
Time
a
out.
little bit. You guys good?
I think did it stabilize?
I'm
Yep.
good.
Everything seems fine to me.
So Sparkle, you're not talking. You're kind of standing a foot back from the table, just kind of watching very intently. And you're very intuitive. You're a smart little guy, and you realize, and you feel very confident that they're genuine in what they mean about when they say Madame Ava's readings are spot on, and that she provides good guidance. All of those things you feel that they are absolutely genuine in. The giggling and laughing that you caught out of Mirabelle, you don't feel is malicious. You feel it's more lighthearted or childish even. You know what I mean? But not malicious.
Okay.
So that the intent of the conversation and them sort of indicating that you guys should go talk to Madame Ava, you don't feel at all is suspicious.
Okay.
Now it is in the morning, so it's not like we're gonna do like you guys aren't going to go to sleep. Now Deckard's kind of crashed up there. You guys are having a nice big breakfast. At this point, Eric comes out and he's got a huge tray. He's got more of the sweet rolls that Thornton had the night before, and he also has bowls of what looks like a warm soup-like liquid. And he starts sort of very robotically, just sort of setting them on the table, not making eye contact with anyone, not looking at anything, just sort of like a robot, setting them down. He says, "This is what a wonderful brunch party we're having here at the Blood of the Vine Tavern. This is the greatest bar in town." And he keeps saying these weird, like kind of phrases, but he's setting down these bowls. And Alenka says, "Gentlemen, enjoy the beef broth that we have. This is a rare sort of commodity in Barovia, but we want you to enjoy your stay here at our inn. And we're just happy to have some company that's a little more interesting and lively than our normal clientele." He also passes out some waters and waters and the sweet rolls and the beef broth, and provides like what is like by normal standards kind of mediocre breakfast, but the best food and meal you've had in the last 4 days. So at that, we can kind of cut it off. We can say, you guys are here. I think you guys can do whatever you want. You've got Ismark, who's sitting there saying, come on, let's go. I want you guys to go help me get my sister the hell out of this town. But the Vistani owner of this tavern have just suggested to you that maybe, and they indicated it's not even a day's travel to get to Sarah Falls. It's maybe 8 or 10 hours on foot from where you're at now to go visit this Vistani camp and meet Madame Ava. Now you've met good and bad Vistani. The guy that you kind of scrapped with all night seemed to have been a Vistani, at least dressed and acted like one. But these owners of this inn seem to be okay so far. So it's 11. I think it's a good breaking point. You guys have some like paths here, some decision making you can do. And as always, you can do anything else you want to. If you want to skip all that and explore more of the town, or just head out into the wilderness, whatever you guys want to do, it's cool by me.
Cool.
We just march on Strahd's castle if you guys want.
Just head on up to the front door and
Well, let's cut to the chase.
We should
tried
probably
that.
be level
Go-
5.
go-
He might just
go
be
right
like,
to the boss
yeah.
fight.
We should hit
What if,
level 5
what if we
first.
do this whole thing and we get there and he's like, "Oh, I would have just sent you home."
He's like, why didn't you ask? I don't want to keep anybody here that doesn't want to be here.
Second Sandlot reference of the night. Why don't you just knock on the front door? I'd have gotten it for you.
So, yeah, I'm sorry that we didn't like move very far outside of this inn, but
I liked it.
a little more things happened, I think, than you guys realize yet. So, I think it's cool how it all played out.
I like Will's plan.
Deckard's not dead.
Yeah.
And
He's a
what
bad guy doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
if Deckard, Blackwin, Alaric, it's up to you. You've changed, you've rested. Whichever one of you or any of you can come down and kind of join this big breakfast. We can try. We always say this, we never do, but we could use fireside chat to like have a conversation with Ismark.
I would like to come down.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and
We
move
can-
yourself
we can all
down
do
there. Yeah, Eric's bringing out some food. They're doing like a big feast. And I think the conversation will be you guys talking to Ismark as well as these gypsies. I'll let between sessions, you guys can talk to them. I can
We
give you
haven't
some
even
more.
met Ismark's sister, have we?
No. He said, he told you last time that there's the Burgomaster's mansion where they live. It's their like family house. Where the Burgomaster died, and that's where the sort of focus of all the attacks had been. And after the Burgomaster died, the attacks sort of stopped. But his sister hasn't left the house.
And that house is in town, right?
Yeah.
It's not in a different town.
Yeah, you guys haven't explored the town too much at all. If you remember, you had heard some weird things. You heard like a weird sobbing that you haven't explored yet. You've seen some other buildings.
Sobbing?
The sobbing wasn't directional from where you were at yet. It was just sort of in the distance. There were a couple other buildings that had smoke coming out of them. There was a lot of alleys and roadways you haven't explored yet. So you can explore the village. You can leave the village. You can go find this Madame Ava. You can go find Ismark's sister. You could go back to the church. There's a million things you guys could do, but why don't we take it to Fireside Chat, see how the conversation goes with these gypsy ladies and Ismark, and then by the next session, you can decide what you guys want to do.
Cool.
I like it.
Sweet.
Cool.
It wasn't like we didn't move much, like positionally from where we
It
started.
doesn't matter. It was super fun. Super
Okay,
tense.
good. All right, good. I had fun. I hope you guys did.
Yeah, it was good.
No, it was great.
Absolutely.
I'm always, I'm always a fan of naked dwarves and
Oh.
half elves speaking soft nothings into strangers' ears.
Half orcs swinging their shit around.
That's what I want to know.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream there. So thanks
Cool.
everybody
All right.
for watching.
Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Yep.